he tells him, this man tells Rabbi Sali, I've been coming to you all these days, and I will continue to come tomorrow, the day after, and the day after, because I believe in the power of tefillah, and I know that your tefillahs are answered, and I know you're the only one who can help me. Good WOULDN, everybody. It's the Baba Sali's yard site, right? As we already established. Here's the story of the Baba Sali, and here it goes. There was once a man who, him and his wife, they were married for many years and they didn't have any children. And they went from one specialist to the next. And they all the doctors told them it's a lost case, and there's no hope for them. Obviously, it's a very, very difficult news for a couple to hear. And so this person, after so many years, he heard of the Baba Sali and heard of how great he is and how much, whatever he davens for, it's answered. And so he decided to say, I'm going to go. I'm going to speak to Baba Sali. I'm going to tell him my problem. And so he travels to the Tivot. He waits in line. There's a very, very big line. He finally gets there and he has his note that he's going to give to Baba Sali. His one request. He wants to have kids. So he finally makes it to the table. The Baba Sali looks at his note and the Baba Sali says, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Whatever words he told him, I don't know what the exact words are, but the Baba Sali said it's a lost case. And this person was obviously broken. Imagine Baba Sali says he can't help him. That's it. What else does he have? But he decides he's not going to stop. And he comes the next day. And he does the same exact thing again. And he waits and he gives a note. And Baba Sali gives him the same answer. He does this again and again. Again and again. Every single day he waits for hours. Hoping to give an answer. And he does this for days, hundreds of days already. The family of Baba Sali, people around him, or the family, his people close to him, they say they speak to Baba Sali at some point and say, "Listen, this is heartbreaking. This person comes every single day, and he's a broken man, and he has this hope every single day, and he keeps getting turned down. Tell him that he should go home." Baba Sali asked them, how many days has he come already? And they counted over 200 days already. Yeah. And so the Baba Sali says, okay, I'm gonna speak to him. The next day he comes, and before he even opens the note, where he says, my friend, I don't know what you're doing here. I told you what I have to tell you. It's the same thing. Why don't you go home? And he tells him, this man tells Baba Sali, I've been coming to you all these days, and I will continue to come tomorrow, the day after, and the day after, because I believe in the power of tefillah, and I know that your tefillahs are answered, and I know you're the only one who can help me. He said, I know I believe in the power of davening, and right. And so the Baba Sali says, is that really true? Do you really believe that? In that case, go ahead and buy a baby carriage, and you should you'll have a kid. And this person was so overwhelmed, so surprised, he ran out of there practically jumping. He said, I got a bracha, and he surprised his wife with a baby carriage, and within a year, they had a child.
Wow.
Now, one second. Andy, what would you like to say?
You're right. You definitely could not be convinced.
I asked for that. Anyway, but this is a very important story. There's other stories that we hear. There's one, a very famous one with, I believe it's Tzemach Tzedek and Marash, where the lady wanted a bracha. He said, go eat a bagel, and she made 2 bagels and they had kids. You see the idea that sometimes, even what a tzaddik cannot do, even though normally a tzaddik, it says, a tzaddik, goizer Kadosh Baruch Hu Mekayim, Hashem listens to what a tzaddik says. Sometimes the tzaddik sees it, nothing to do. But the emunah pshuta of a person, that's actually what redeems them. The blind faith of a yid can accomplish even what a tzaddik's bracha can accomplish.
Anyway, so Rabbi Fogelman was saying that a lot of times that tzaddik will go into Shemaim, and because he sees the general picture and the big picture, he cannot give a bracha. But a person like one of his chassidim, who is considered a holy man, but not someone on the same level as a Rebbe, doesn't see the whole picture, and therefore he gives a bracha out of emunah pshuta, and because of that it'll be given. And like you said, there's many stories like that. So it's an interesting perspective. Could be the Baba Sali, from his perspective, he saw everything and said, I can't give the bracha. But when the guy said it's emunah pshuta, now that changes things. Wow. Good. Hashtag smash the like button, subscribe.
Take your fans, the academy. Good luck, everybody.